Thanks for having me here. This is a great show. Give it up for yourselves for being here. This incredibly diverse room of people. You got black people, you got white people, you got a dude with a silver mohawk. Give it up for that guy. Talk about a minority. What is, I live in Portland right now. I experienced something fairly racist in Portland the other day. I went to a ramen cart, and the guy working at the ramen cart looked at me and asked me what I wanted. And I looked down at him and I said, I want the pork miso ramen, extra mushrooms. And then he looks back at me without any hesitation and he says, you gonna have some fried chicken with that? I was like, is that a trick question? What am I supposed to say? Yeah, I'm gonna have some fried chicken with that. That'll be good. By the way, it's called katsu, you uncultured swine. Why'd you just call it fried chicken to me? I see it says katsu on the board. You didn't have to say. Just charge me that extra $3, dog. That sounds good. It's a bad moment as a black man to realize that fried chicken tastes good on everything. Even a big ass bowl of soup. Same thing happened to me, though. I went to another restaurant in Portland. The same thing happened. The guy looked at me and asked me if I wanted fried chicken, and I got mad this time. I made a scene. I went off. I was like, God damn it. Tired of these fucking racist-ass white people always projecting their stereotypes upon me. Let me see the manager. Sir, this is a Popeyes. You need to calm down. Calm down. He's like, you don't have to get fried chicken, sir. We got mad coleslaw in the back. We have so much coleslaw. We know how black people don't buy coleslaw here. Right now, I'm the only black dude working at a bagel shop, a coffee shop, which I imagine is a lot like being like the only white dude working at, like a black barber shop. Like nobody trusts me. I'm looking at white people all day asking them, hey, can I make you a latte? And they're like, no, I'm good, bro, I'm good. I'll have Rose make my latte today. She's got the right, technique, you know what I mean? She's got the right technique. I've been trying to, find a way to ask my boss nicely, like, hey, dog, can your next hire be based on race, like this race? You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting lonely back here. I really could use somebody back here that can agree with me on the new 2 Chainz album, but I'm lonely. Nobody here. Then I thought about it for a second. I realized I don't want another black person working here because I'm a bad employee. If another black person gets hired at this establishment, that means I could get fired because I'm bad at my job. I'm not a good employee, you guys. I come in late all the time. I don't think everything is an adequate answer for what's on the everything bagel. Even though that's what... It's garlic and seeds, you guys. That's all it is. It's literally all it is. That's like the whites only section of bagels is the everything bagel. How many white people got to line up and order everything bagels before I get to call it a stereotype? That's my question. Like, how many white people got to line up and order bagels before I get to, be at the cash register and look down at a guy and say, oh, you're getting a latte? You gonna have an everything bagel with that? That's all I'm asking for, just a little bit of equality. It's a good time. You guys ever wish you could go back in time to an argument you were having with your parents that you couldn't have at the time because you were too stupid and 5 years old? You know what I mean? I wish I could go back in time and tell my dad, hey, Dad, why don't you stop calling it Pokemans? It's not pronounced Pokemans. Why you do that? Keep calling it Pokemans. I know what you're doing, Dad. My action figure is a little cluttered on the living room floor. You're trying to watch the game. I get it, Dad. That does not, however, give you the right to come in here, devalue my feelings and my legitimate interests by mispronouncing the names on purpose. I know what you're doing, Dad. You're not slick. What's your excuse, Dad? You watch the show with me every day of the week. You know it's pronounced Pokemon. You guess the mystery Pokemon every day of the week. Much better than I can, because you know what? My 5-year-old brain can't comprehend shapes without colors. I'm not ashamed of it. I think it's Pikachu every time. It's not Pikachu. Tired of you yelling at me to come clean my Gokus about the refrigerator. Dad, they can't all be named Goku, Dad. They have different names. You're the one who took me to buy these action figures with Mom's money. You remember that, Dad? No, I will not take the Goku action figure out of the refrigerator. Because as you can clearly see, he is training in the hyperbolic time chamber. If I take him out too soon, he clearly wouldn't have trained long enough to beat Cell. You want the house to blow up today, Dad? I'm just saying, shit's tense. You don't know what's going on. You know, sometimes, Dad, I can't wait till you get old and senile. So out of the kindness of my heart and the reluctance of my wife's heart, you'll have to come live with us. Can't wait for that one fateful day that I catch you slipping. Leaving your shit all over my house, your little cassette tapes and shit. Can't wait. Hey, Dad, why don't you come in here and clean these James Browns up off my entertainment system? Trying to listen to some Frank Ocean. You come in here and clean these Slim Quicks about my refrigerator. You're gonna be like, it's insulin, son, it's insulin. I don't give a damn. Shit out my hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah, I go hard with the Dragon Ball Z jokes. It's an untapped market right there. Dragon Ball Z jokes. I think it's really important for black people to travel overseas so they can experience racism from other cultures. You know what I mean? Like, I traveled to Bolivia one time. They treat black people completely differently than they treat than Americans treat black people. Like, I walked around Bolivia for 6 weeks before I realized that all the people were pinching each other because black people are a sign of good luck. Yeah, right? Like, that is the most offensive, most flattering form of racism I've ever heard in my life. Like, it's like, ooh, but give me a hug. That's very flattering. One kid looked up at me and yelled, "Negrito, negrito." Before I beat this kid up for calling me nigga on the street, my friend stopped me and he was like, "Calm down, Chris, calm down. Negrito is actually Spanish for strong black man." And I was like, "You goddamn right it is." Negrito. Then he waited for me to calm down and he was like, "Actually, Chris, Negrito is actually Spanish for little black boy." I was like, so he did call me nigga on the street.